My beautiful Sagittarius, welcome to your weekly read, and I'll be beginning your read with this oracle deck, alright? I'll be beginning your read with this tea leaf oracle deck where I'm going to pick 9 cards, and then we'll get a general overview of how your luck is going to be for the coming week. And then later on we'll go into tarot where I'll do a deep dive into the 5 major sectors of your life. So let's begin, alright? So this is a tea leaf oracle deck, alright? I love this for its accuracy, but there's only one problem. It's a bit hard to shuffle. So, but all my decks are pre-shuffled, alright? So don't worry. I will look a bit clumsy while I'm shuffling, alright? Pardon me for that. So this is for my Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, alright? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for my Sagittarius, my beautiful Sagittarius, alright? And for the coming week, I need 9 cards from your spirit. 9 cards, alright? 9 cards representing their energy for the coming week, alright? Yes. So, 9 cards for the coming week, alright? Oops. Cute spirit. And I'll do a split here. Okay. And let's start, alright? So let's see what's the first card. You got the tiger. Yes, it means doing something risky, yes, and taking a chance, alright? It's not such a bad card, but you are taking a risk. You're doing something risky by taking a chance, but even if you are doing something risky, okay, remember that whatever risk that you are taking, remember to make sure that it's an educated risk, okay? We'll talk about this a little more later, alright? So, next card is Scissors. Disappointment in some affair, alright? There'll be some things that you might have disappointment in, alright? And back. Something important such as a new job or a raise, a salary increase. Beautiful. And Fox, shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. And Chair, empty. Someone is living your life. Okay, there might be someone departing from your life. It doesn't mean departing as in death, alright? The person is just probably going to depart from your life, alright? Okay, so don't be overly anxious. Some people get very anxious with certain cards, so I just want to make sure tarot or whatever card, even oracle decks, alright? We don't predict death, alright? But someone might be just exiting your life, okay? So, and then we have stock and income, something very beautiful. News of a birth or a new business opportunity. Either you are giving birth to a baby, you are adding a new family member, or you are starting a new business, alright? And then crown, very beautiful. Honor and respect will come to you. I think my Sagittarius is going to love this, okay? And wind chimes, peace and harmony. Yes, you guys definitely is going to love this, because I'm a Sagittarius rising, so I'm quite similar to like a sun sign, alright? So crack cup, alright? That's this satisfaction with life, alright? Okay, that's some dissatisfaction. That's why this cup is cracked. Okay, so let me just take a moment, and then I will kind of tie the cards up into a storyline, alright? That's my cat. Yeah, he just walked past, alright? Hi, baby. Alright, so let's begin. Okay, sorry, I took a while, alright? Because, yes, that seems to be quite a story here, alright? So, in the coming week, alright, you might, there might be a chance. You are taking a chance. Yes, that might be a chance, right? You're going to take on something risky because there is both some dissatisfaction in your life and also some disappointment in certain situation or how some affair turns out. All right, so you're kind of disappointed and dissatisfied in the coming week. You are very dissatisfied for the coming week. Maybe you're going to start the week with some dissatisfaction, disappointment in life, all right, and maybe also some situations and some relationships, all right. So there is a broken cup, there is a scissors, kind of signaling also the cutting of certain ties, all right, because you're disappointed maybe in some relationship, some ties of yours, all right. So you're going to cut the cord and break that tie, all right, or you could signal you breaking a bondage as well, all right, because maybe that disappointment is the beginning of how you realize that you are in certain bondages, all right. So for different people the situation will be very different, but the scissors I see as cutting some cords, all right, but yes, it could be the cutting of a certain relationship or certain bondages, all right, because you could be disappointed how things turn out and then you end that relationship, or you could be disappointed in how things turns out and then you have a little enlightenment there and you realize that you are kind of in a certain bondage, all right, that gave you that disappointment and no longer do you want to feel that kind of disappointment again, so you decide to cut that bondage and free yourself, which is also very beautiful because bondages can be relationships as well, all right. So and a cracked cup, a broken cup, you can fix it back, but there is dissatisfaction. You feel like your life is filled with cracks, all right, and kind of in a mess. Sorry to say that, but that's how I felt, all right, the prompting within. But you might feel like at a certain point that your life, when you look back at everything, it seems like a pretty nice piece of mess, all right, like a broken cup, all right, that big piece, small pieces where it's no longer possible to fix it back, all right. In the first place, if a cup is broken, even if it's broken like into two pieces only, you can patch it back, but why not get a new one, all right. So like I said all the time I add in many of my reads, all right, you can choose again, all right, and you don't have to choose that broken cup, you don't have to choose to try to fix a broken cup, you can always choose to go on a brand new path. Realize that that broken cup is along a path, yes, it's just strangely on a path. Yes, so you can choose to walk away from this path where there is a broken cup and go towards another path. Sometimes the path can as you walk further down, it can kind of diverge into something else and you can just walk, all right, or you can do a U-turn, all right. So it's up to you, but you can always choose to ignore that broken cup and then start all over again. And from this moment right now forward, all right, along a new path, you can choose to go along a new path with a brand new cup that is not broken. Yes, why do you have to link yourself with the past? You can learn whatever lesson you have learned, you can retain those wisdom, but don't retain that feeling of failure, that feeling of frustration, that feeling of disappointment. You don't have to bring along the negative feelings, just bring along the wisdom that you have learned from life's lesson. See, if you were to compile all this wisdom that you have learned, you will start to see that you actually had a pretty beautiful life because you have gained a lot of wisdom. In fact, the more setbacks that you have, the more wisdom you have gained, and the more precious those wisdom are, okay, that you have gained, the more precious they are, the harder you fell, the bigger wisdom, the better, the more you learn, all right. So you can either see your life as a big mess with a big mess of a broken cup, all right, or a very beautiful compilation of a lot of treasure within a book of wisdom, okay. So you don't always have to see it as some kind of a broken life, broken relationships, broken situations, failures, whatever, all right? You could see it as a treasure, all right? A treasure box containing so many precious wisdom, because a lesson learned is a wisdom gain, and a wisdom gain is a treasure earned, all right? So you earn those treasures, and the more wisdom, the more life throws difficulties at you, the more lessons you learn, and the more wisdom you gain, and the bigger is your treasure cove. Yes. So, but there is something risky, because you are feeling a bit disappointed, you are feeling kind of dissatisfied. So now you want to take a risk, but do remember, whenever you take a risk, please take educated risk. Just now, what this card also showed up for a certain sign, and the example I give for educated risk, what do I mean by that? If you are jumping into a swimming pool, all right, let's just assume you can't swim, all right? So if you're going to be jumping into a pool, what's the first thing you need to know? How deep is that pool, all right? If it's a kid's pool, just jump in, all right? If it's a regular pool that is like a 1.5 meters, yes, and you're taller than 1.5, okay, you have to be taller, then you can jump in, all right? You won't drown. But if it's an 8 meter kind of a pool, 2 meters, 3 meters, all right, if the pool is the depth of the pool is more than your height, then the high chance is, if you just jump in like that, you are going to drown. But if you go in very slowly and you grab the edge, all right, you still won't drown, all right? And if you know how to float, even though you don't know how to swim, you can float. You won't drown. So it's like you jumping into a pool, all right? You're jumping in the water, all right? You must know what is the condition of the water that you're jumping into, and the condition here is the depth, all right? Because we're talking about a swimming pool, but if we're talking about other kind of waters like the ocean or the river, there will be other things that we need to look at. But to keep it simple, let's say, just say it's a pool. So educated risk means knowing the depth and how dangerous it is for you, all right? So if it's a kid's pool, there is 1% danger. Yes, if it is a adult pool, 1.5 meter, 30 to 40% risk, because you might get a cramp, because you don't know how to swim, you might get a cramp, and you don't know how to float, you might drown, all right? Okay, but if it's a 2 meter pool and you can swim, you can float, you can still grab onto the edge, as long as you know what you're jumping into. You must first know what you're jumping into, all right? Then decide if you want to go in. If, let's say, you're going into a 2 meter pool, yes, that's taking a risk already, because you don't know how to float, you don't know how to swim, but you can still go in slowly and grab the edge, and you still be safe, all right? But you are taking a risk, okay, here. Okay, that's why make sure you take an educated risk. So understanding the situation is very important before you jump into anything. The more information you have, the better it is, okay? And then seems like, yeah, you're getting into something, you're trying to take a chance, because you're already disappointed and dissatisfied with life, all right? So you don't see the harm now of taking a chance, all right? You feel like it's cracked anyway, it's broken, but it can be more broken, all right? So try not to make it worse, all right? Take very educated risks, because see your life, if the moment you change the view of your perspective of how you look at yourself, your life, just like doing a hangman, you realize that you are not a broken mess, you're actually a treasure chest of or treasure book, where you have a lot of very beautiful wisdom learned, all right? So, and somebody is living your life, all right? You might be taking that chance also because somebody is living your life, all right? Sorry, I'm suddenly prompted to put this here. So with somebody living your life, with that dissatisfaction, that disappointment, because here the Caesar seems to be cutting cords with some relationship. So somebody might have left because you cut the cords, all right? And broke that bondage. But then after that, you feel dissatisfied, you feel empty, maybe to a certain extent, you feel upset and empty as well, all right? You feel like you have wasted nothing but time, all right? You could have spent it with someone better, something like that, okay? And then you want to take a chance, all right? But as long as you take an educated chance, everything is going to be all right, because there is going to be, I think this new chance has something to do with either you giving birth to a child. You might want to, because you might want to you might be in a certain relationship where you want to save it, and then you're thinking of giving birth and bringing someone into your family, all right? Expanding your family to create more memories or more experience for you and your spouse, all right, or your partner. And maybe this way you can have more contentment. If a child can fulfill your life, then you need to rethink, all right? Because yes, child does bring a lot of joy, but if you were to use it as a form of life fulfilling thing, because it could be one of the wishes that you want in life, all right? Which is to have a family, all right? Reasonable, that's reasonable, all right? But if you were to use it as a form of satisfaction, just because right now you feel dissatisfied in life, and then you want to add a baby, to know that you're giving yourself more problem and giving problem to that baby as well, because the baby is like your answer to solving that dissatisfaction within you. But just realize that nobody can fill the gaps in you except for yourself, and you just need to change your perspective, not add a baby, all right? But if you are adding up a baby because you are happy and you want to be happier, yes, it's not because you're miserable and you're trying to see if a baby can make you happier, okay? See the difference, all right? So remember that, all right? But I see also a new business opportunity flying in for you, and maybe that is the chance that you are taking, all right? Either having a child or having a business. You got to think very carefully, all right? With the shrewdness of a fox and the resourcefulness of a fox, especially when it comes to you starting a business, all right? You must be very shrewd and resourceful, all right, in order to succeed. But I do see you succeeding here because you got the back here, all right, that indicates something important, such as a new job or a raise. So here you are creating some new opportunities for yourself by using your resourcefulness and your shrewdness. That means a lot of EQ, IQ added together, a combination of that, all right, to really do well in that business. Yes, it could be you taking a chance and wanting to start a business in order for you to begin something new, and something new is coming in for you because income, something very important, such as a new job or a raise, all right? Yes, you are using your resourcefulness, all right, to create a business, or to create some business opportunities, all right, or to also create like a job for yourself, and there will be a raise. That means abundance is actually pouring in. This back signal, a bag of money, a bag of pentacles that's coming in for you, speaking about a new opportunity, a new job that is going to give you a pay raise, a salary increase, okay? And some of you will be starting a business, some of you will be starting a new job, all right? So either a new job or a new business is going to maybe solve that dissatisfaction in your life, because now you're going into another path, all right? Okay, but some of you might be expanding your family, all right? So different one of you will have different choices, okay? And next, do know that I think things are going to play out well as long as you think, all right? Use your very resourceful mind, and Sagittarius, you do have that very super natural gift of shrewdness and resourcefulness in you to really figure things out, all right? And once you figure that out, all right, honor and respect will come to you, all right? You will get that kind of recognition, like you gaining that crown, you getting into the power of a king or the emperor, you leading exactly what you are, Sagittarius, a leader, all right? When you lead, you can be a super great leader, all right? And a lot of recognition and respect is coming in for you, and maybe by sitting in whatever that chair is that is now empty, all right? This could be somebody that used to be controlling you, and you cutting that cause and breaking that bondage. Now you're gonna sit in that throne yourself, all right? You're not allowing anyone else to sit in there. You sitting in that throne with that crown, you feeling the empty chair yourself. I don't know why this crossed my mind. It's just with the prompting that I got, all right? As I go about this story, I know it's going to be kind of complicated when I first saw the cards, all right? So a lot of messages coming in. You feeling that chair yourself, all right? Who is better than you to lead your own life, all right? You call the shots in your life, and you are the king in your life, all right? And with you taking on the crown and sitting in that throne, all right? But one thing you need to know, all right? Whoever wears the crown will have to bear its weight. The crown is usually very heavy, all right, made of a lot of precious stones and gold, all right. So that heavy crown is going to weigh on you. The longer you wear it, the heavier it is going to be. Freedom comes with a price. Yes, because if you don't want to be controlled by anybody, then many times you need to be responsible for a lot of things yourself. Because if you expect someone to do everything for you and yet have your freedom, that's not possible. You have to really know your own things in order to be free, all right? You have to be able to take care of yourself before you can claim freedom, all right? Just like if you want a kid, then be prepared that being a parent wearing this hat is a heavy hat, all right? So being a new owner, being the king of your empire, of your legacy, it's going to be a very big burden where you will have to wear that heavy crown. But if that makes you happy, and things always have its pros and cons, all right? There's not a single thing, good or bad, that doesn't have a pro and cons, all right? Be ready for the good, the pros. Be ready for the cons as well. But whichever that gives you that fulfillment, as long as you know what you are going to bring in certain consequences, and if you can bear the consequence, all the consequences, then go ahead, all right? Because anything in life, you have to pay a price for it. But if you're willing to pay the price, you will be happy, because here, the wind chime is telling you peace will come to you the moment you can accept any consequences that comes with the things that you want. And even freedom comes with a price, all right? So if you're going to sit in the empty chair, and if you're going to wear that crown, all right, and if you're going to be the master of your own domain, all right, it comes with a price as well. But it also comes with the reward of peace and harmony, okay? Because anytime you have control over your own life, you gain that power over your own life, to know that there will be peace, there will be harmony, because everything only depends on what choice you make, not what choice somebody makes for you, all right? Because when you give that power away to somebody else, it's very hard to have peace and harmony, all right? Because your whole life depends on how the other person feels. Yeah, so if your life now depends on only how you feel, then you can choose very easily to choose to be happy and to choose to bring peace and harmony into your life. That's why if you can, only when you can satisfy yourself, that's why I said in the beginning, anything you bring in, any opportunity like business or job offer or expanding your family, it's got to be you being fulfilled first, all right? Not you using that to fulfill you. Because when you are fulfilled, then everything else that comes along that you choose to bring into your life isn't here to fulfill your life, but it's here for your enjoyment, because you are already very satisfied inside. You're just trying to create more experiences for you that you think is going to bring you joy. But of course, with anything, it brings you joy, it can also bring you sadness at certain times, all right? But if you go in with a very healthy mindset, being very fulfilled, right, being very whole as a person, the chances of you eventually blaming the kid or the business or the job is very little, all right, very low, all right, because you know what you're getting into, and the chance of you succeeding in all this area is very high when you are very contented already with yourself. That means your inner self is already very complete, and you are just trying to gain more life experiences, all right? Okay, so this is the read. Sorry that it's a little long, because I kind of felt also that when I see the card that there are some stories here, all right, that Spirit wants to tell you, all right, my beautiful Sagittarius. So yes, wear that crown, but be willing to bear that weight. Sit in the throne, but be willing to take on the burden and the consequences that comes with power, control, all right, and freedom, all right? So I'll see you in the next read, okay? See you. Welcome back, my Sagittarius, and we're going to go into Tarot right now, and I'm going to pick 5 cards from the Tarot deck that represent 5 major sectors of your life, and then we're going to do a deep dive into each sector to see what is coming up for you for the coming week, all right? Okay, so let's begin with this deck here. This is for my very beautiful Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Beautiful Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And I need 5 cards from your spirit. 5 cards, alright? 5 very beautiful cards that represent 5 major sectors of their life, alright? 5 cards representing 5 major sectors of their life for the coming week, alright? For the coming week, for my Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, alright? Here, thank you, Spirit. Well, at the bottom of the deck is the Four of Cups, alright? There is a certain disconnected energy here where you are lamenting, alright, over a cup that has spilled. Just now, you have a broken cup there showing some disappointment. Along a path, there's a broken cup that show disappointment in your life or dissatisfaction, okay? This could very well be that dissatisfaction as well, because here you have that cup again. But this time, this cup is not broken but spilled, alright? That means whatever the cup is supposed to be full, now that the cup is empty, it serves no purpose, alright? An empty cup serves no purpose. Usually what the cup does is hold water for you to drink from, alright? So when you have spilled water, you can't get it back, alright? So the cup is perpetually going to be empty, and there's no way to resolve this situation, and it's leaving you kind of disconnected and stagnant, alright? Because you are just sitting under the tree, being disappointed, replaying what happened, alright, in your mind over and over again. And when you go about in a redundant cycle, this is in your mind, alright? You just go about it, you're like, it's like you're going around in a very redundant cycle, alright? And as you go around and round and round in your merry-go-round, alright? But you are not being merry at all, alright? It just make you dizzy. So the faster you break that thinking, that thought, alright, the better it is for you. The faster you're going to recover, because some things you got to start with your mind first, because in the first place it is your mind that is holding you captive in this situation. All the stagnation, all the disconnection is coming from your mind, and the whole reason why you're sitting under the tree and not moving is because your mind is not ready to move forward yet, because it's going around replaying everything about that spilled cup, okay? So our mind can only think of one thing every time. Sorry, that's my kitty. Our mind can only think of one thing at a time, alright? Sorry. Kitty just woke up, alright? And then, because your mind can only think of one thing, that's why, now again, in bad situations, in good situations, you have a choice, alright? In good situation, you can choose something bad and make the good situation bad. But in a bad situation, you can also choose something good to make the situation good. And now, this is a bad situation. If you want to change it, then you got to stop that cycle in your head and bring in something good to think about, alright? Something that will keep you occupied and not be thinking about this cup. When you can get out of that redundant cycle, yes, then when you can put a stop to lamenting over this spilled cup, then you can physically get up and start moving forward, because there's no real stagnation in life. Well, you think you are being stagnant, remaining in the same place, sitting there, going in your cycle, to know that the rest of the world is moving forward, but you are being left behind further and further. So even stagnation is just kind of a illusion, alright, or delusion. So you don't want to be left behind, okay? And if you don't want to be left behind, you got to start getting up and moving forward, alright? So surely but slowly you can get out of this situation. You might see it as being really slow, but to know that, if you're consistent and you put in the hard work, you can get yourself out of any difficult situation. And yes, as long as you just be very firm and consistent and giving all your strength to control your thoughts, alright? To make sure that at all times you're choosing to think about the right things, not the cup, not the spilled cup, but think about the productive things, like even solving a problem, working on a project, studying, reading a book, or anything that is going to add qualities to your life, alright? That's going to add something good to your life. Then you will start to gain that wisdom, alright? And you will also gain a very precious lesson where from now on, if your mind strays into something that you shouldn't be thinking about, you know how to get out of it, alright? And this will give you a great leveling up internally as well, because we all will face a situation like this, okay? Nobody is exempted from this. We all will have situations where we start thinking about the past, and then you can literally think about something in the past for years, all right? 10, 20, 30 years, all right? If you hear some old people, they still talk about their past in their 20s, what was done wrong to them, all right? So stop living in the past. Create new things that you can think of, good memories, all right? If your memories are bad, replace it with good one by making healthy choices, all right? By choosing to do the good things and then choose to think of the good things, and you bring in good things for yourself, isn't it? All right? Okay. It's like you right now choosing to sit under the tree or choosing to get up and go towards maybe a jog. Isn't some kind of exercise good for your body? All right, rather than you sitting there not moving, all right, and you just let your muscles slack. All right, so yes, life is about making the right choices in all situations. Whether the situation is good, whether the situation is bad, do you always seek to choose the right choice? All right, that will make a very great difference for your life. Okay, so even the person with the unluckiest fortune can turn their life around if they choose to only use their thoughts and their actions towards good things, all right, positive things. Well, a very lucky person can ruin their life by always making choices that are bad for themselves and doing things that are bad for themselves, all right? So think about this, all right? Just like gifted, things that you are gifted in. Maybe you are born with certain talent, but if you never ever put the effort to practice it, to really master it, you are still just only mediocre at it, all right? Well, somebody who wasn't born with that gift put in a lot of effort and all the training, and now they are the expert. So life is all about choices. You may be born lucky with a gift, but you wasted it. But somebody may be born unlucky without any gift, but they choose not to waste their life, but they still choose to go after what they're not gifted in. They put in all the effort, all right? And with all the consistency and hard work that they put in, slowly but surely, they get to where they want to be, okay? So, yes, sorry for the long talk, but I think Spirit wants to say that to you. Okay, and then we have, in a split, oh, beautiful, the King of Cups. This is a very beautiful energy because first thing first, he is a king of relationships and emotions, but because he has mastery of the Cups energy, he has very balanced emotions, all right? This is a king with very balanced emotions, that kind of solid emotional foundation that you can build a lot of things, especially success or relationships, upon, all right? He's going to provide this very solid foundation for you. He is, in fact, very rational. And the King of Cups is kind of an entrepreneur himself, just like the King of Pentacles, all right? Because if you notice, Cups energy sometimes works a little bit like the Pentacles, all right? Because they bring in abundance and prosperity and opportunities as well, all right? So it's not only the Pentacles that brings in abundance. The Cup sometimes brings in abundance, all right? Depending on which card. But the King of Cups is definitely also an entrepreneur that has a lot of wealth. In fact, Cup also signal having a lot of water, all right? It's a water sign. And then water in Chinese culture represent abundance, prosperity, all right? That's why this king is also super prosperous and highly intelligent and very practical. You would think that this king would be a hopeless romantic, all right? No, he isn't, okay? And he has got a lot of stability, a lot of strength, all right? And this is a king that is very loyal, very committed, all right? He knows what faithfulness is, yes. He knows what integrity is. This is a king with a lot of self-discipline, self-control. Familiar? Yes, because that's a bit like the Chariot energy, where you need self-control, self-discipline, determination, and focus to get your success, all right? So this king is also a very polite and kind king that is super generous, okay? So a very kind-hearted king as well. That means he's also very nurturing, comforting, and trustworthy, all right? So very beautiful energy. I see success. Yes, Two of Wands coming in the area of your employment, and Beautiful. Temperance, inner peace coming in your business. Yes, King of Wands coming into the sector of your personal finance, and Queen of Swords coming into your area of romance. All right, and the Page of Pentacles, beautiful, coming in for those who are single. So let's begin your read for the Two of Wands. Very beautiful. Two of Wands. For those who are under employment, that means you're working for somebody. Now you have the Two of Wands. It signals you getting to the top. All right, that means right now you're at the rooftop, signaling some kind of a high position. You attaining what you set out to attain, and now you're like on top of the world. All right, but you still have that globe in your hand. You are looking at advancement. You are looking at expansion. Maybe you started out life. Yes, maybe you started out life with a lot of plans, a lot of goals, a lot of dreams, and you have achieved it. With this card, it signals that some of you have already achieved it. But if some of you watching this is still very young, to know that with this card showing, it means you are on the way to achieving what you set to achieve for yourself. All right, but for those who have already achieved, all right, you are now looking for something new, more expansion, more advancement. That's why you're holding that globe in your hand. It's as if perhaps you're where you work at. All right, maybe you are holding some very senior managing, like a senior managing director kind of or vice president kind of a position. All right, and then now your company could be wanting to set up a branch somewhere in another country or another state. All right, and they're asking you if you want to relocate and go there and be the CEO. Yes, so it's a big jump for you, and now you can be the top person. All right, even though this is an employment, but still it's very much like you being the king. All right, at this new place, all right, where you call the shots. And if this is coming true for you, of course you are looking at taking it, because this card does signal that with enough effort and hard work, all right, you will see the growth. You will see more growth coming in for you when you take on certain partnership. Yes, because you being willing to take on for example, the position of the CEO for the new branch in the new state or new country is also like a partnership you are doing with your company. All right, now you're going to be the boss there. It's going to be very successful. This card signals success coming in for you. All right, so let me see what else is coming in. If you do go, there is going to be a lot of happiness and fulfillment for you, because I think now that you have accomplished what you set out to accomplish, whatever new things that new plans, okay, new lists that new wish list that you have created for yourself, you're going to fulfill it. All right, and yes, that seems to be a lot of happiness coming in if you take that offer for advancement and expansion, because the Knight of Cups does mean happiness, satisfaction, fulfillment. All right, a lot of enjoyment, a lot of excitement, a lot of abundance, and a lot of material comfort, and also a lot of health, because when you're happy and fulfilled, you tend to be healthier. Our mood is one of the our mood is more important than the food that we eat when it comes to health. That's how I personally feel. All right, if you disagree, that's all right too, but yeah, because when you're happy, you tend to make healthier choices. Remember that. All right, the positive thoughts bring in positive things, attract positive actions. All right, yes, because when you're happy and when you're fulfilled, you tend to also treasure your body and your health more, because when you're unhappy, you tend to neglect your body. You neglect a lot of important sectors of your life when you are very unhappy. All right, but when you're happy, it's just like waking up in the morning. If you wake up happy, well, you take time to put on the makeup, have the shower, have a nice breakfast. But if you're unhappy, you wake up feeling already very tired and upset and worn out and fatigued. You have no time for breakfast or no mood for breakfast. You just push down a few cups of coffee, which is unhealthy. All right, yeah, have the shower and then quickly dress up. It doesn't matter how you look, and you just get out of the house, go to work. All right, feeling miserable. So yes, good health ties with happiness as well. All right, so emotional health does bring physical good health as well. All right, so you're going to have health here. So the Nine of Cups covers several important sectors of your life by bringing a lot of blessings. It also signals that all the important sectors of your life is going to be very, very fulfilled and happy. Okay, so there's health, abundance, favorable work, good finance, and a perfect marriage. So if you're single, a perfect marriage could also signal some kind of potential soulmate or twin flame coming in for you. Okay, so in the coming week, if this is one area that you don't have, you could, but you want a partner, it could be coming in as well. All right, even though it's sitting in your area of employment, this card kind of covers all your important sectors, bringing in abundance and blessings and happiness and fulfillment into all these sectors. So congratulations. And next, for those who run a business, you have the Temperance card, signaling a lot of inner peace, equilibrium, a lot of balance in your emotion. This is the best emotional foundation that you can have. Just now you have the King of Cups in your split. Just like the Temperance card, it provides a lot of emotional balance, the kind of emotional foundation where you can build a lot of success, a lot of happiness upon, all right, a very healthy, solid foundation. Okay, so the Temperance card is definitely showing, bringing a lot of success for you in your business. Yes, congratulations, you got the King of Pentacles. Well, I often feel that there's no better card than the King of Pentacles to be showing up for you if you run a business, because he is the CEO coming in to run your business for you by bringing in a lot of wisdom and knowledge when it comes to the area of growing your business, because he is an entrepreneur. He is the CEO. He is a great leader at running a company and making pentacles. And just now in the split, the King of Cups is also a great entrepreneur with a lot of intelligence. All right, and both kings are very ambitious, very practical, very patient, very wealthy. There's a lot of strength, stability, commitment. All right, a lot of discipline, a lot of self-control. Yes, to take you to your goals. All right, to help you attain your goals, and also there's going to be a lot of fulfillment. And also, this is a king that is very generous and kind as well. All right, so in the coming week, you will have a lot of control over your business, and I think you will bring in some restructuring. I don't know why I say that, but I just felt prompted that there might be some restructuring to make your business better. All right, there will be advancement, there will be expansion. Okay, and there will be you'll be setting some goals that you are going to achieve the success very soon. Okay, so there will be advancement and expansion. So congratulations, because the King of Pentacles is definitely bringing in a lot of pentacles for you. All right, note that the King of Pentacles has infinite pentacles inflowing into for him. All right, so it's not like the 10 of Pentacles and 9 of Pentacles. We are talking about infinite pentacles. All right, super rich and very good at creating that wealth for you. All right, you will take on that role for the coming week, and you'll find that you seem to have that leadership quality coming in for you, and also that power and authority that a leader should have coming in for the coming week for you. All right, so it's a very powerful card for excelling in your business and finance and career. Congratulations, it's going to be very successful in your business in the coming week. Or even for those who have several passive income, you don't have a company but you are still your own boss, you'll be managing all this passive income stream much more efficiently, or even adding a few more. All right, and really bring in more income, more passive income for you, and also clearing any clutter. All right, that is very important, because your books have to be very clear in order for you to know your actual profit and loss. Okay, so next we have the King of Wands sitting in the sector of your personal finance. Perfect. This is a very honorable king. All right, is very decent, full of integrity, full of righteousness, full of moral values, and he's never going to cross any of this or forsake any of this for anything. All right, I think he pride himself in being that honorable person that he is. All right, this is his characteristic, but this is also a very intelligent king that has a lot of social status for his charisma. Yes, very attractive king as well. All right, I think a lot of people want to be around a king like this. Okay, because of the beautiful, strong, and powerful and righteous energy that he has. You know, this is a good leader, all right? And also very independent, very cheerful, yes, and very energetic and very passionate, with a lot of perseverance, courage, very daring, almost fearless, all right? And he will go through, he has a lot of strength in him to go through anything just to get his goals and whatever dreams he have, all right? He can achieve that success. He's very passionate, all right? So this is also a king that is very loyal, very faithful, as well as very optimistic, and also carrying a lot of prestige. Yes, he has a lot of recognition, and is also a very generous king, okay? But he has that added recognition from a lot of people for his charisma, okay? So he has some kind of a fame. Yes, so this is a king that is very beautiful, sitting in your personal finance sector. It means that there could be fame and fortune coming in, as along with a lot of wealth, a lot of intelligence, a lot of charisma, but also you standing for what you believe in, all right? You being very faithful to your beliefs for the truth, okay? And you taking on challenges and adversity in the face with a lot of courage, with a lot of strength and endurance. So you're going to take on that beautiful power of this king. So your personal finance should be doing very well, in fact extremely well, all right? You might even be, because with this intelligence that you have, all right, yeah, it's very easy also for you to plan more than just your primary income. You could set up several other income channels for yourself, okay? So I think he is super talented, and with that intelligence, that insight, and he's also a visionary of some sort. He probably is also very good in investment, all right? So maybe investment could be kind of a passive income stream for you on the side, better than parking it in the bank, getting very low interest, all right? Yeah, you could have the intelligence for investment. I don't know why I say that again, but it's just a prompting that comes in. I do see some kind of a you creating more wealth for yourself, other than your usual, other than your primary income stream. Wow, you're bringing in that sun for yourself. Congratulations, my Sagittarius. The sun means extreme success. So whatever the sunshine on your house is going to come in multiplied, all right? Maybe 10 folds, maybe 100 folds, maybe 1,000 folds, depending on how much effort you're going to be putting in. But with the endurance and strength that this king is bringing in for you as well, I think you're going to be putting in a lot of effort on top of that, because the sun is a protection card in the first place, all right? So anything negative, negative vibes, negative situations will all be dispersed, and negative feelings will be dispersed. So in the coming week, you're going to have a sunny week, because you're sitting in the area of your personal finance, and it's shining brightly for all of you, all right? So all of you are going to feel that sunshine, that protection that you carry. So nothing negative can come in, but instead you'll be full of vitality and energy and joy and happiness for no rhyme or reason. You feel that way because it's the positivity that the sun brings, all right? And also any plots against you will all be exposed. So it's a protection card where nobody can harm you, all right? You'll be warned. Things will get exposed, all right? People can't do anything to you. And it's also a card that brings in good health. Again, another card that signals health, all right? So if you have any emotional wounds or physical wounds, it can heal, all right? Either miraculously or through referrals to somebody who can give you that recovery. Also, the sun will give you dominance and success in any area you want to have that dominance and success. Your business, let's say in your business, you're going to be dominating the market. Let's say in your career or your job, you will be dominating, maybe as the CEO, that kind of dominance, all right? So yes, you do have a lot of power, all right? Looking at your career and your business, I see that power there now, with the sun giving you the added power that boost, at a boost of power. You're going to be extremely powerful, my Sagittarius, and you're going to be shining very brightly, because it's also a card that is going to provide you with a lot of that glory, where you are going to be super charismatic and people will be admiring you, and you will be the center of attention. If fame is what you need to succeed, you will be getting that fame and fortune. Okay, congratulations. And it's a card of fertility. So if any of you wants to have kids, this is a good week. Okay, because just now in one of the cards it says you're either starting a business, an enterprise, or you could be giving birth to a baby. So yes, for some of you, yes, the baby is coming. Okay, and well, this is just a super card, all right? Giving you enlightenment, giving you satisfaction, giving you a lot of positivity, all right? A lot of happiness and prosperity, all right? It's going to bring in that prosperity, because anything the sun shines on will be successful, all right? It's going to be an extremely successful week for you, okay? Ooh, so your personal finance could be bringing in extra income, all right? Or because this good fortune, because the positivity from the sun can give you so much good fortune that certain windfall might come in for you as well. So look out for it, all right? Maybe inheritance, maybe gift of money, maybe even a literal windfall, like hitting the jackpot kind of thing, but no gambling, all right? No gambling. Okay, then next, sitting in the sector of your love, you have the Queen of Swords. At first we will think that the Queen of Swords is a little bit cold, all right, sitting in the sector of your love, but sometimes certain week you ought to be romantic, certain week it is kind of good to have some kind of rational energy there, because she makes quick, fast, accurate, very quick, very accurate decision that is always right, all right? And she takes very quick actions, all right? Whatever conflicts. Because this is a rational, logical energy that will not get into a fight with anybody, but if she does get into a fight, she often will be the one winning, and you're getting into this energy, okay? So you will be very emotionally balanced. You will have a lot of security and stability, and that is what you're providing your partner and family with as well. Isn't that beautiful? Providing them with stability, and this is a good week to be doing the things that is less emotional but more practical, having a lot of things resolved, conflicts or reconciliation, or getting some chores done that are very important, signing certain paperwork, filing tax or whatever, keeping your books, all right, or planning your kids' future, or planning your investments together, all right? Things that needs that rationality, that needs that very quick, intelligent mind to get it settled with. Do it during this week, all right, for your love. You won't get into a fight because you'll be very rational, all right? But you also have that independence, all right? And also, when it comes to fighting for yourself, you will be standing tall and proud and claiming control over what you ought to be claiming over, all right? That means you will not allow your partner to manipulate or control you, and neither would you do that to your partner. This is going to be a very fair relationship with the Queen of Swords sitting here, okay? So all will be well in your love sector. And next, for those who are single, you have the Page of Pentacles. In the coming week, your talent will be shining and good money news is coming in for you. Well, I'm sorry, Sagittarius, this is a very long read, but this is also a fantastic read. You have the Three of Cups. Congratulations. Your talent is going to be shining so bright. It makes me think that when the Three of Cups shows, immediately I think about the Three of Cups signaling you winning certain awards, all right? Some of you, your talent is going to shine so bright that you're going to win certain awards, and with that win, that victory, you're going to bring in a lot of good money news, because you're going to be highly sought after for your talent, all right? Whether it is a craft or it is some kind of a give, okay? So whatever it is, you seems like you'll be highly paid for whatever you're very good at. That is going to bring you a lot of fortune, all right? That is the good money news, and you will be celebrating that success, all right? Whatever that win, that award is, you're going to be winning. But this also signals some kind of happy occasions coming in for you, but because you're single, highly likely you are not going through any marriage ceremony or things like that, but you might meet somebody at an occasion, such as an award ceremony, baby shower, wedding ceremony, engagement party, or proposal party, things like that, all right? Or a house warming party, you might meet somebody that is your very ideal long-term mate, all right? Some kind of a soulmate, twin flame, all right? So it felt like some lucky, happy, romantic energy is also coming in for you, okay? So remember, yes, you seem to have that in you also, okay? So in the coming week, you're taking on a lot of power. Do know that just now you kind of have the throne and the crown in your oracle card, signaling you taking over some power, and power is coming in for you. The King of Pentacles came in for you, and in your split you have the King of Cups again, signaling how much power you have as an entrepreneur, all right? You in some very high management role, all right? So you are going to be stepping into a lot of power, plus the sun amplifying that power, all right? So a lot of authority is coming for you, and you will be shining also in your talents. You will be super charismatic. People are going to love you, all right? You're going to have a lot of fame as well, all right? So this is such a beautiful read, my beautiful Sagittarius. Thank you for this beautiful read. I love it. So it's going to be a fantastic week, all right? One of the best week. This is also one of the best read. Congratulations. So if you resonate with this read, highly likely this is your read. But if you need confirmation, all right, I have alphabets. So if your first name, middle name, last name, or nickname begins with one of this alphabet, highly likely this is your read. I have BMGDOYLFTIKQVX. All right. So congratulations, my Sagittarius. This is such a beautiful read. I hope you claim this read by subscribing to the channel, because when you subscribe, I get to tap into your energy and also give you more accurate reads. And at the same time, my subscribers get to be on my daily prayer list, because whenever I need to do daily meditation and prayer. So whenever I do prayers, I'll pray for my subscribers as well on a daily basis for love, protection, and also prosperity. This is my way of saying thank you for the support, and I definitely want to see you guys do very well, especially in a year or two's time. As you watch this channel, I want you to really grow and succeed and be very fulfilled and satisfied and happy with your life, all right? This is the main goal of why we read tarot. Okay, so stay blessed and stay very successful and get into that power, all right? And make sure you use the power for very good things, all right? Very positive things. So I'll see you soon in your next read. So meanwhile, take care.